Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. The Jersey Jewel here, baby. That's right. We've got an incredible guest, a returning guest, actually. You know what? I'm going to have him introduce himself, and then I'm going to read the poem that I wrote for him a year ago. Say hello to everyone, please, in that incredible accent.
Hey everyone, my name is Shane, Shane Ozzie, as I'm known on Facebook. Ozzie's my nickname. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and just an absolute pleasure to be here with Geri and everyone that's listening here and on the replay. It's just a pleasure to be here and serve and do what I can to inspire people at this time of uncertainty, I think.
You're right. So I interviewed you a year ago. So I'm going to read the poem. I'm going to read the poem I wrote about you, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. My guest here tonight lives far, far away, other side of the globe, down under, some say. Australia's the place Shane's mum gave birth. My home away from home, best place on earth. At poker I met Shane many years ago. At only 39, your mind he will blow. So I guess he's 40 now. Shane's faith is Christian. With values he grew up. His parents taught him how half full will be his cup. Honesty and respect his parents did instill. Shane became so grateful to always do God's will. Gratitude's the first step for a rich, fulfilled life. Communication and understanding will manage any strife. An attitude of abundance, personal development each day, having a servant's heart will add value in such a big way. Shane sees the positive in all situations at hand. Surrounding himself with such empowers him on demand. Experiences he will learn from, lives outside his comfort zone, open to new ideas, negative thoughts he'll disown. I really love Shane's motto, have faith in yourself each day and trust the process as well. Our self has a lot to say. Shane consumes a healthy diet and works out at the gym. Healthy is a priority. My hat I tip to him. Quality supplements he sells. An entrepreneur is Shane. This guy's parade is awesome. He's learned to dance in the rain. His favorite food is seafood because his waters are clean. The USA's are not. That's why I go green. Loves playing billiards with friends. A Collingwood supporter is he. He also loves to travel. Maybe to the US one day he'll be. I love the Ozzie slang. Their language is uncut. Fanny means vagina. To us, it means our butt. Shane Ozzie Adams, the floor is now yours. I love you, my friend. Keep fighting the wars. This is the page, everybody, and this is him right here, guys. That's right. That's Shane. So tell everyone, all right, so I know your life story. I know your path you've been on, and I met you a while ago when you were a little different than you are now. Tell everyone your journey and where it began and what brought you to this place.
Yeah, absolutely, Geri. Again, thank you for that absolutely glowing. It sounds even better now than it did a year ago, that introduction to me. I'm very humbled by that. Absolutely, yeah. Well, I suppose I go back to my early 20s, I suppose, and I was kind of immersed, but not as immersed as I am now. It's probably just a different journey, and I was a bit more introverted back then, but I really got into personal development. This was, like I said, probably towards the very turn of the century, 2001 too, and. Yeah, I really got into it, and then I kind of started going out and social drinking and whatnot, and and not there's anything wrong with that. And I met a few people, I got influenced, and then I got into pool and poker and that, and I love pool, still love that as you mentioned, Geri. And then I got into pool, into poker, which was I kind of say to people now that I fell into poker, and I really enjoyed that. And then, unfortunately, around about 2008, my father passed away, and I'm an only child. And that really that knocked me down. That really, as we say in Australia, that hit me for a six.
Okay.
And I went through probably about, I'd say 5 to 6 years of probably alcohol abuse. I was probably fair to say I have said borderline alcoholic. I was probably pretty much an alcoholic, probably drinking at least 4 to 5 times a week, sometimes getting blackout drunk.
Oh.
And I realise now that this was my way of trying to express my hurt and anger and pain of my father passing away, because I'm an only child and me and him were very close. So, and at the time, that was the one thing that I feared the most in life. And I think that when what you fear comes true, I think that although there's a darkness, going through that darkness, I think that brings you out into the light. So around about 2014, I got what I call an epiphany, a tap on the shoulder from my old man, a spiritual tap, if you will. And it kind of said, what are you doing? You're a carer, you're supposed to be looking out for you, you're supposed to be looking out for your mum, and you're going out getting drunk every night. What are you doing? So I said to myself, I've got to stop. And from that point on, I still went out and got drunk occasionally, but it wasn't the same. And then I got into personal development again. And then about a year or so later, I got introduced to a company, a health and wellness company, and that would change my life.
And what's the name?
I got back.
What's the name? What's the name of your company?
Modere, the health and wellness social retail company, Modere. They sell everyday essential products that are really great, safe and non-toxic, really great for yourself and the environment. And once I got immersed with that changed my habit to really healthy eating and taking nutritional supplements, which in my opinion is a must, especially today with what's happening. We need to really, I call it like an insurance policy for your body. We take out insurance policies on our house and on our car. What's our most important asset? Our body.
That's right.
So, yeah, that got me leading a really great, healthy life. But then I got really back into the personal development like I was in my early 20s, as I said, in the early 2000s. And it's really just really snowballed from there. And also I love doing acronyms. I reckon, because I've always loved words. So I make my own acronyms up that resonate with a few things. You might see them on my posts, like I put faith in God, but I put them in dots because they're actually acronyms.
So cool.
So yeah, that's basically what I do, Geri. And what I'm really aspiring to do is to inspire people to optimize their health, wealth, and happiness. Because I was actually listening to Tony Robbins the other day, and I actually found out that, you know, the word inspired.
Okay.
Yeah, inspired actually means in spirit.
Really?
So what that means is when you're inspired, that means you're in spirit, you're aligned with what you're actually passionate about, what you're aligned with in life. So that's actually what inspired means. You're in spirit with whatever you're doing.
I never heard that, and I love that.
Yeah, so did I. I heard it for the first time about a few days ago when I was listening to The Ultimate Edge by Tony Robbins.
And I love Tony Robbins. Wow, I never...
Well, yeah, like I've actually got I suppose, two products that I suppose everyone sells something, and people who don't. I just want to say something too. I think people have got a negative connotation when it comes to selling. Well, no matter what we do in life, we sell. You sell your kids to go to bed. You sell your kids to listen to what you do. You sell, if you're in a marriage or if you're in a relationship right now, you sold that person on why they should be with you.
Yes.
So we all sell no matter what we do in life.
Right. Why? Who's saying? I never heard. I mean, why do you think that that's negative? That people are thinking it's negative?
Yeah, I suppose I just brought it up. It's I suppose people, when it comes to especially selling online, some people have a negative connotation to it. So I just thought I'd give that an example. But I think selling's awesome. I really do.
No, listen, selling is incredible. I mean, first of all, if we think it through, and if anyone has a problem with that, it's because maybe it's something inside of them that wishes that they were at that level. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I feel, because we've been buying our whole lives. Every day we buy something. If we didn't have buying and selling, what would we be?
Absolutely. Couldn't agree anymore, Geri. Absolutely. Spot on.
Yeah, I love that. Spot on. I'm spot on, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. So basically, the idea to health and wellness, especially social retail that incorporates network marketing. And what we do basically is it's about creating health in people, and obviously it's about making a side income as well, because you can create leadership and you can create sales teams that go out and do the work, and it's kind of making a residual income versus or a passive income versus just a linear income where you're just working for yourself. So that's one of the things I do. And the other things I do, I'm starting a group called Vision Quest Inspirations, because I've got a brand name that I coined, and I saw you put it in the post, Vision Quest. To me, we've all got a vision quest. Like, what is your quest for your vision?
Yes.
Your vision quest. We've all got one. We all want to be someone. Whether we want to be the best parent, the best athlete, the best guitar player, the best. You want to be a millionaire, a billionaire. You want to be a great parent. Whatever your vision quest is, we've all got a quest to have. We've all got a vision. And so I came up with the brand Vision Quest, and I've got a group that I'm just starting called Vision Quest Inspirations, and where I give daily inspiration to people. And it could be on acronyms, it could be on affirmations, anything like that.
So, I'm smiling over here listening to you because I knew you when.
Yes.
And I want your autograph, okay? And when you get rich and famous, honey, I want you to interview me. Okay? This is incredible. I want to go back to one of my trips to Australia, because I want to tell a funny little story here. So, I love Australia. I've been there many times. I have hundreds of friends now. And most of my friends there are like family to me. And I even stay with friends when I go, and all my friends, they're all yours. Anyway, I remember when I was coming out there, it was years ago when we were teaming for a big poker game. And my league, Midnight Owl Poker at the time, was teaming up with the league there, right?
Yes.
And were you running games there that time?
I was occasionally a tournament director. Yeah, I was mainly playing, but I did help out a fair bit, and I was occasionally a tournament director.
Okay, so I remember, my friends were saying, especially Limpy, he was like, mate, the Australians are waiting for the American at this game. There's going to be like 200 players, 100 grand on the line or whatever, 50 grand. It was crazy. And I wasn't allowed to really play, but they let me play a little bit. So anyway, I walk in and all these Australians come running at me. And this is what they said. How you doing? I will never forget that, Shane. Well, I put my hand up like, hold it, guys. And I said, if you people think I came here to hear you try to talk like me, forget about it, I said. I want to hear what I came here to hear. And they're like, all right, g'day, mate. And I was like, that's why I'm here.
It is an absolutely the good old Ozzie slang.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. That was the funniest thing ever. So tell everybody, g'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
There you go. You heard it here on the Geri Petito Show from a real Australian. I mean, come on. So we're going to talk a little bit more about you, of course, but wait, I have something. Let me grab it. Where is it? Okay. I wasn't prepared. I didn't think I was going to do this, but I have a little book called Ozzie Slang. Okay. All right. And Limpy sent it to me years ago. Him or Peter. Peter sent it to me, him and Limpy, right? So.
Of course.
All right. So, all right. So I'm going to ask you a couple things, okay? So,
sure.
All right. Oh boy, not that. Listen, you guys are very, all right. So let's see what we got here. All right. What does mix it mean?
Mix it up, change things around and whatnot.
Okay. Because does it also mean to fight?
Yeah, I suppose it could be put that way. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a broad one, that one.
Okay.
Broad term.
So what does narky mean?
Don't get narky at me, like upset. Don't get upset, don't like get cross. Like, yeah, you were narky today, do you? There.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. What does Ocker.
What was that again, Geri?
Ocker?
Okay. I'm not exactly, would you believe I'm not actually sure on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure either, honestly. All right, so I have some Boulder Dash cards here that happen to have some questions about Australia. All right? So let's see. All right, so Gundi. Do you know that?
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that one. These are interesting. They're testing me and I'm an Aussie. I like it.
All right, so that's an Australian Aboriginal hut. Okay?
Fair enough. Yeah, I should be more actually knowledgeable on Aboriginal stuff, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. I can see why I didn't know about that.
Let's see. All right, so this one, what is this one? Let me see what this one is. Okay. Oh, okay. So what is this? And I don't even know how to say this. Nulla nula.
That's an interesting one. Nula. Oh, no, there's that many names. There's that many weird names in Australia that I'm not even sure about that one. Like even where I live I live like within a little suburb in a suburb. It's called Kurrajong, and you're thinking, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
It means like deep hole, I think it means. I found out like 15 years ago it means like deep water or deep water hole or something.
So, all right. So there's a few funny things here. So when you guys say cop shop, you're referring to a police station?
Yeah, I think it's cop shop or copper.
Okay, copper or cop shop. And
cop shop. Oh, you said cop shop. Yeah, I didn't hear that right. Yeah, cop shop is a police station. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of these are very sexual. I'm not going to read these. You guys are pigs. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Let's see. One more we'll do, and I'm trying to get one that's kind of like, all right, let's see. Oh, fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum, mate.
Yeah.
Fair dinkum, you're talking. Are you being fair dinkum with me? You're not telling me some BS. You're being fair dinkum, yeah, mate.
Okay, so that means they're BSing, right? They're BSing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're not full of BS. They're fair dinkum. You're being straight with me, man. Yeah, you're telling me you're fair dinkum.
So, all right. So I'm going to tell you one more funny story, and then we're back to you because I just wanted to bring a little humor to this. Okay, so many years ago, probably 10 years ago or so, I'm on Skype with Peter and Limpy, and we're playing poker.
Yep.
When we were able to play, back then, both countries together.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, it was in the middle of the day at my place, and my doorbell rang. But we were playing this poker game. So I ran out of my office to go get the door, and it was the UPS guy bringing me a package. So I get the package real quick, and I go running back into my office, and I trip and fall. And they hear I didn't get hurt, and they hear the noise. Okay? So I get to the chair real quick, and I'm laughing, and they're like, what happened, mate? What happened, mate? And I said, wait a minute. I said, I fell on my fanny. Okay. So I put that in your poem. So Peter, the smart one, he cracks up laughing because he already knows where this conversation is going to go with me and Limpy.
Yeah,
okay. Because yes, Peter Peter, owns a computer company. Peter's, and he already knew what I was saying meant, and he already knows. Okay, so here's Limpy for like 5 minutes. Mate, how could you do that? I don't understand that. How could you do that? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, you idiot. How do you think I did it? I did it. I fell on my fan. I don't know how you could do that. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Peter is cracking up. So finally, I realized, okay, wait a minute here. For Peter to be laughing this hard, I go, all right, Peter, spill it. What is going on? What does that mean? And he goes, Johnny, tell her what it means. Well, what do you think it means? And he says it. It's vagina. I cracked up. I'm like, no, it means butt in the U.S. Okay, So that was just really funny, and I'll never forget that either.
That's a classic, absolute classic. It took 5 minutes because you and Limpy were talking about two completely different things.
Yep. So it was so funny.
And Pete knew it.
Oh my gosh, yes, you got it. So, all right, so let's talk a little bit more about your life and what's happening. Where do you see, all right, what vision do you have for yourself from this moment on, with Vision Quest and your supplements? What do you see happening?
Well, especially in this time, Geri, I think it's time for people to really step up. Like, obviously the world's not going to be the same. Look, in a good way, we're going to move on.
Right.
When I say it's not going to be the same, nothing's the same. But especially what's going on, it's going to go in a different direction. And I think that where I need to, particularly me, is to inspire people, because I want to make one thing clear here.
Okay.
I can't motivate people, and I can't make people happy. People can only do that within themselves.
That's right.
Right? No one can do that. And even Tony Robbins says this 100%. He's never been a motivator. People call him a motivator. He hates it. He's a why guy. Why people do what they do. And for me, what I want to do is inspire people, because like I said last year before, Geri, inspired means you're in spirit. And when you're in spirit, you pretty much can motivate yourself. And you're the only one that can make yourself happy. So what I want to do is I want to help to inspire people to optimize their health, wealth, and happiness. But I can't do that, but I can help inspire people to do it with my actions, with my words, and also with the company I work with, being right there, and obviously with Vision Quest Inspirations. So basically, I just want to inspire people and empower them, basically to become the best versions of themselves, because God knows we need that right now and moving forward.
We need that now more than ever, don't we, sweetheart?
Absolutely, we do. Yeah, and I just want to finish on something, Geri, because I made up acronym for these, and I think it's really important at the time. I made up an acronym for faith.
Okay.
And this is what I really believe faith is. I believe it's the foresight of ascended intelligence that transcends the heart.
I love that. That's so beautiful.
It is, yeah, because it's when we say we have faith, what we're really saying is we're looking for a higher power, a higher intelligence. Now, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, like this goes for everyone, you can have faith. And to me, God is gift of oneness from the divine. G-O-D, gift of oneness from the divine. And what that means is it's a gift of oneness from the divine. He's given us it. Now, again, the divine, whoever you believe in or even don't believe in. There is a divine, there's an intelligence out there. And I think most people would agree with it. There's some kind of intelligence out there. So I believe that faith is from God. It's the foresight of ascendant intelligence that transcends the heart, is a gift of oneness from the divine.
So I'm going to piggyback on what you just said with something that I've written. So in my book, I do something similar to what you just did with the word change, because
wow.
Yes, okay, and the word piss off. All right. So because my book, I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass, because guys, 29 years ago I was a dumbass. 29 years later today, I'm now a smart ass. This book is very inspirational. And again, we can all, Americans say we can lead a horse to water. We can't make them drink, right?
Yes.
But I did something with 2 words like you've been doing, and I want to read it to you really quick. So the word piss off, and this is why I put it in here. This book is intended to piss off a lot of people, but don't worry, it's a good thing. Possibly infiltrate sensible solutions, offering favorable fundamentals. Because I don't,
I like that.
yeah, because I don't consider it a disease. And so a lot of people get angry with that. Also, KISS, keep it simple, stupid, was what it's taught, right? Well, mine is keeping ideas safe and sound. Okay?
I love that. That's awesome.
And then the last is this, change, because if we don't change, we don't grow, right? So,
yes.
Channeling healthy, amazing, new, grounded endeavors. So I love what you did because
awesome.
I love doing that myself. It's empowering,
Absolutely, yeah. I think we both love acronyms.
Yes. Whew. Beautiful, beautiful. So what else?
Yeah, well, it's because I think at the time, and actually there is one more. I'm glad you said what else, because there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. Something
Sure.
and this is not an acronym, but it's words I've made up, and I've put them in a particular order. This started about a month ago.
Okay.
And it goes like this. And anyone feel free to adopt this or adjust this as you will.
Adopt it.
I'm so happy and grateful that I've been blessed with love and peace that gives me strength to have the courage of my own convictions, and this gives me the will to act, and I'm empowered with faith and growth.
So beautiful. Hey, listen, Shane, that's so beautiful. Wow.
Thank you, Jen.
It's absolutely beautiful. What would you like to say to people out there who are struggling with what's happening right now to empower them or make them feel a little peaceful, give them a little comfort? What is it you would like to say?
As I've heard from a lot of people that I respect on various channels and whatnot, 2 things. One thing is this too shall pass. I've heard a lot. This too shall pass. In other words, this won't be around forever. It may seem like the last month or 2 has been forever because we've been in lockdown, and but also think about what this can do for you, what you can do. Like, fair enough, it's made us more social than ever. We've virtually, because the times we're in, we can connect like this. This wasn't possible 20 years ago, 100 years ago, when they were going through I think it was the Spanish flu or whatever it was.
Yes.
And this is so it's the first time for everything, and just know that this will pass, and it's and I'd advise people not to watch too much of the news, not to watch too much of it. Enough to be informed, but we all know that the news, their job isn't for our best interest. The more we get hooked, the more they put advertising on. They make money from that.
That's right.
Don't watch too much of the news. Watch things that can empower you, things that can give you love. Because for those of you that don't know, most people hopefully know this. When you're in fear, your immunity goes down. Your immunity level goes down when you're in fear. So obviously, when you're empowered, your immunity level goes up, and therefore you're less susceptible to what's out there. So just don't watch too much of the news, and this too shall pass. Focus on stuff that's going to give you love, peace, strength. Focus on gratitude. Be inspired in spirit, and just think like what abundance you have. We've all got abundance in life. We've all got a lot of stuff. We're never alone, especially in this day and age. We're never alone.
We're never alone. And you're right. Technology. Look at you and me right now. You're in Australia. I'm in the U.S. And look at this incredible interview. Right? Who would have ever thought that?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's technology does wonders, and this is something to be grateful for. We've got an abundance of this. You can go on YouTube right now and you can watch something that'll empower you and that'll give you love.
That's right.
And that will inspire you.
Tell everyone how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, sure. I've got a blog called Vision Quest Journey, and also I'm on Facebook as Shane Ozzie Adams. I'm on Instagram as Shane underscore Adams, and yeah, just keep in touch. Anyone who wants to know more about what I do or needs a helping hand, maybe isn't as immersed as myself and Geri into personal development. You're more than welcome to reach out. I just love helping people because that's what we're here to do.
That's right. That's right. Amen to that. So, you know what? We're going to close the show. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, just keep going, people. Just keep striving, and this is going to pass soon. Keep creating relationships. Keep glued to people. Just really resonates at the moment. Resonate love and kindness. We don't want hate. We just want love and kindness. That's the best thing you can do for yourself and everyone else. Just love on people at the moment because the world needs it.
Beautifully said. I want to close today's show with a poem that I wrote. It's called Change Your Choice. Okay, because guys, listen. You know, I changed. Shane changed, okay? And we're here to help and inspire you guys. You know, if we stay stuck where we're at, we don't grow and things stay negative at times, okay? Especially if we're feeling like we need to do something. So I want to close the show. I want to thank everybody for listening and viewing, and I want to close it with this poem, Change Your Choice. I had a life-changing moment that I knew had to be. The only way to change things was to first start with me. So I looked in the mirror and woke up one day and thought to myself, I needed to pray. So I asked God to change me, to help me stay strong, to clean up my mess, to right what's been wrong. I cleaned up my diet. I cleaned up my room. I cleaned up old habits with this old dirty broom. I kept going forward and never looked back. I refused to derail, stayed on the right track. I realized my worth and all that did matter through my selfish behavior, the lives I had shattered. I finally decided at 30 years old to stop abusing my body, my mind, heart, and soul. My life-changing choice that I had once made, over 29 years now, my debt has been paid. So you read all my thoughts on how to stay clean. It's all or nothing, my friend. There's no in between. To live or to die is a choice you must make. Your life is not worthless and you're not a mistake. One day at a time is a slogan you've heard. It works if you work it while applying his word. For you to get healthy, for your mind not to fail, escaping reality will keep you in jail. With addictive behavior, sex, drugs, food, or money, substituting addictions now isn't that funny. I'm not an addict, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. May the good Lord bless and guide you. Shane, I want to thank you, sweetheart, for a really cool interview. You're welcome anytime. Just reach out. Any new things you're doing, post them on my wall. Don't worry about it. You have my permission 24/7. Okay?
That's lovely, Geri. And that poem is a lovely poem that just expresses where you were and where you are now, and all the wisdom that you've got and all you continue to do. You're a remarkable person, Geri.
So are you. So are you, sweetheart. So I want to thank you again. All right? Ciao, everybody.